Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2.
Kids. I'll do it that way. See if that's better. Hey, you can hear me. Show me how to do that. I'm sure it's not very technical. Still push the ice and then we'll be in the lane. that I use third name and then video line.
Are they doing the starting lineups and everything too?
Yeah.
And I gotta video all that, don't I?
Yes.
I hate that part. Are we doing spotlight too?
Usually somebody comes up with this.
I got it.
Okay.
I got this right here.
Then you are doing spotlight.
What is this going off of?
It's a delay. It's delayed a second.
Oh, I'm like beyond live.
It is live, but it's just delayed a little bit. You'll see during the broadcast all the notes that come up from opposing teams, like their parents and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. If I mispronounce somebody's name, parents get all upset. Then they just do it on purpose.
Well, yeah, at that point you might as well.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what they should do for UNLV. Give them a red light.
It's true. It's true.
Where's Artie? I'll ask Artie. He said no. This song's a good season. I'm supposed to leave with the juice and go to In-N-Out. It's either In-N-Out free food or take $30.
Always choose good pay.
Yeah, I know I do.
Yeah. Always.
I guess this is my full-time job.
Good.
When I'm in town.
Good. Yeah, it seems like every game I have a different parent, man. So I thought the first guy that did the first couple games here was going to be here forever, and then one of our girls did it for a bit.
I just thought I don't have to talk. They had me do it for the junior game, and I was like, I'm good.
You did broadcasting for the junior?
I did it a couple of times. Good. But then I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Well, it's a lot harder when you have to do it by yourself. Like, you're the only one. You know, it's easy sometimes when you can bounce ideas off of people.
Do you want me just to get the little kid with the flag, I guess?
During the national anthem. During the national anthem you want to play it.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, just do the spotlight. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll do that.
Right up here with the spotlight.
You're still zoomed in.
everybody, and welcome to the Las Vegas Ice Center, where the Skating Rebels try to finish off a two-game sweep against the Northern Arizona Ice Jacks. Good evening. I'm Dana Lane, and if you saw last night's game or had a chance to listen to bits and pieces of it, you know that this is the Rebels' equal this season. They have not played an opponent equal to them until Northern Arizona came into town, and tonight they hope to finish off a two-game sweep, which would essentially solidify their spot as the #1 team in the West. Goaltending change for UNLV tonight as Alex Feast started last night. Eric Idison will be in goal tonight, and for Northern Arizona, Jason Gosnell gets a start. That's his second start and as many nights. And we're underway from the Ice Center. Thanks for joining us as UNLV controls the opening face-off and dumps it into the offensive zone, chased there by Axel Anderton. Anderton into the corner, wrapped it around and back of Gosnell, chased there by Thompson from NAU, and UNLV is still in control in the neutral zone. Just underway, 30 seconds into the first period. No score at this point. Mitchell Province brings it into the offensive zone. Into the corner, looking for Scamorza in the middle. Can't find him, and it's broken up. Nice stick check there, but Scamorza regains control and gets it back to Gears. And a little wrister down by Spire into the corner, chased down there by Scamorza. He's got Antison in the middle, can't find him. Antison now has the puck, tries to whip it around in back of Gosnell. Unfortunately, didn't find his man, and now we have Mahood, who is the leading scorer of NAU. One goal yesterday, but certainly if we've seen games by Mahood where he's had multiple goals. So to hold him to one was a success for the Rebels. UNLV has center ice. Here's Antison. Antison coming with Brask. Brask is trailing, and that's going to be called offsides. So we have our first whistle of the night. 18:28 to go, first period. NAU nothing. UNLV nothing. UNLV 17-3 on the season, looking to go 18-3 on the season. And this would be a major win for them and a major message sent to the rest of the West. As UNLV controls in the offensive zone, here comes Cody Williams. Williams trying to get it over to Mayer, can't do so, and NAU clears it out. Here's Gooch. Gooch in the corner to Shoup. Remember last night he got chippy as the game went on. Not as bad as we've seen in some other games, but certainly chippy. And let's also keep in mind this is NAU's third game in as many nights. As a first real chance for NAU, goes for naught. Noyes keeps it in the offensive zone. There's a save by Idison. And Idison likes to be as active as possible. The more shots he faces, the stronger he is. Idison has 2 shutouts this season as it's dumped into Hetzel. Hetzel just wraps it around the boards. And now up into the NAU zone. Big hit along the far boards. And back to the Rebels. Hunter Spire gets it up to the middle of the ice. Not quite connecting where he would wants to. I mean, you want to, basically you want to have it as at least 3 passes that connects, and then you're going to give yourself a terrific offensive opportunity. But when you only have 1 and 2 connect, and that's what's been happening with these two teams who have a tremendous amount of speed. Here's an opportunity for Miller. Can't get it off his stick. Good poke check there. As NAU wraps it back into the UNLV zone, controlled by the Rebels. Here's Davis. Davis gets it on up to Anderton, who just snaps it in back of Gosnell. 16:27 to go, first period, no score here at the Ice Center. Chased there by Spire, and we're going to have a icing. 6:22 to go, 16:22 to go, no score. UNLV and Northern Arizona from the Las Vegas Ice Center. If you're driving by and you're watching YouTube on your car, come on in, because this is the best quality hockey that's going on in Las Vegas right now. And your Rebels are certainly making a statement this season so far. Face-off control by NAU. Babluzian. I'm going to get that name right tonight, and I'm not going to be afraid of it. I'm going to say it as many times as I want. Chase there by Babluzian in the corner. Scrum in the corner picked up by Barrett. Barrett unable to find somebody in the middle, but here's Mahood. Mahood's getting spun around, can't get a shot off, and there's a shot to the face, and we're going to have a penalty. Well, that was an easy call, as Mahood did not like getting spun around, so he decided to turn around and cross-check gears in the face, and UNLV is going to go to the first power play of the evening, and that's going to be a cross-check, as we see right there. Now, this is what you have to watch out for. This is the third game and as many nights for NAU, and as talented as they are, I expect them to play a spirited first period, but we also might see them get a little tired considering how hard they forechecked last night to get that victory. Let's see as the game goes on if fatigue is a factor, and sometimes fatigue equals frustration, as we just saw in that penalty. But off the face-off, Barrett controls for NAU, trying to make a move towards Idison. Unable to do so as UNLV controls. They have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Dump in to Gosnell, and UNLV just wide. Doesn't get to Gosnell, but a good opportunity there from Province. And back down to Idison. 15-12 to go, first period. 1:25 to go in the penalty. And UNLV on its first power play. Here's Gears. Up to the far side. Get all of it, and it deflects off his stick and back down to Idison as NAU clears. UNLV making a line change. Here comes Hetzel and Mayer on the ice to join the rush. Snap pass on over to Sachs. Tried to handle there by Gosnell, who has handled the puck extremely well. Good forecheck there by Travis Quinn. When you have a goaltender that can handle the puck as well as Gosnell does, that's a weapon when you're killing penalties, and also a weapon when you're 5-on-5. Quicker you can get that offense going, the better. UNLV accesses the offensive zone, dump there. And a turnover by UNLV to Travis Quinn, who couldn't take advantage of that. UNLV regains as Montoya gets it on over to the far corner. And Mayer dumps it in. So far, 13 seconds to go in the penalty. 13:56 to go, first period. No score. UNLV has not had a quality opportunity yet on this power play, as it's chased there by Mayer. And back out of the zone. And NAU getting ahead of steam. Here's Briotti. And stopped there in the middle was Noyes. So far, as much speed as we saw yesterday. There's a little slap shot just wide, saved by Idison. And UNLV controls, gets it back up the ice. When there's a rush, UNLV has an opportunity and transition almost every time when NAU has an odd man rush. Here comes Noyes and a save by Idison. Trying to get that puck back up ice to find Cody Williams, but just outside the outstretched arm of his stick, or outstretched stick. We'll go with that. 12:55 to go, first period. No score, NAU and UNLV. And UNLV has no problem getting into the offensive zone, but can't find the second pass over to Grohl. Corey Grohl playing his second game for the Rebels. He was a third star yesterday, so his debut was extremely effective. Here's Mahood, and they're going to call offsides. So 12:30 to go, first period. No score between the Rebels and NAU. Both teams apparently are in a mode of kind of feeling each other out. Not as back and forth as it was yesterday, but still a lot of speed between these two teams. As Anderton takes to draw against Noyes.
won by the Rebels. Here's Scormorza in the corner as he's dumped down, no call. Scormorza just slipped, so no call there. Chased there by Province. Scormorza on the other side. Here's a shot by Province, just wide. Doesn't get to Gosnell. I don't think Gosnell's had to make a save tonight, but a couple good opportunities by the Rebels. Back out to the point. Here's a soft. Over to Gears. Gears dumps it in. Looking for a good bounce off the board. Can't find it. Back to the point to a soft. The soft being harassed by Mahood. Good job by Mahood. Dumping in the middle, and Province couldn't get a stick on it. And dumped down. And we're going to have an icing. 11:46 to go. No score. UNLV, NAU. And of course, last night, UNLV broke NAU's 14-game win streak as UNLV extended their Division II streak to 10 games, and of course have won 17 out of their 18 contests this year. Jake Sachs takes the draw for the Rebels against Noise. Won by Sachs, but NAU regains control. Up the middle, here's Miller. Tries to get the puck off his stick to Idison. Doesn't get to Idison, and it's out of play. So if you haven't heard this past week, the big news is UNLV will now compete at the Division I club level, which is a big deal, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in the broadcast. Face off in the Rebel zone. Shoop takes the face off, but loses it. And UNLV controls. Back on up to Montoya. Up to the middle. Here comes Sachs. Sachs to Antison. Antison in front of Gosnell. Shoots. Saved by Gosnell. And that was a first good opportunity, real good opportunity by the Rebels. Good job by Antison. Antison comes back. Great back check by Antison. Pokes it away. Now NAU has it in the UNLV zone. Here's Shoop. And Shoop gets it to Idison, and Idison covers up the puck. And that was UNLV's first significant offensive chance tonight, as Antison used his speed and his physical ability to get in front of the defender to get a shot off on Gosnell. Good save by Gosnell. Gosnell's 9-2 on the season. Goals against just over 2. The save percentage about 92%. Face off taken by Shoop in the Rebel zone. He'll face off against Mayer. Mayer gets kicked out. So Brask will come in and take the face-off. Good win by Brask. As Spire rings it around and back of Idison, still held in by NAU. Spire controls now over to Brask. Brask looking for an outlet pass. Finally gets one out of the Rebel zone, and up the middle is Cody Williams. Cody's going to stick handle in front of Gosnell. Can't get a shot off. I don't believe that puck ever got to Gosnell, but again, Cody Williams using his speed up the middle to create an opportunity. Still held in by the Rebels. Still, Mayer wraps in back of Gosnell. Big hit in front and back of Gosnell. And NAU finally pokes it out of their own zone. NAU changing lines now. Briotti's coming out for NAU. Puck out of play. 10:17 to go. First period. UNLV nothing. NAU nothing. And next year, big kudos to the UNLV staff as they've been accepted to play at the next level of ACHA. Perhaps that means we'll get a pullout consistently every week. I would think NAU would share in that frustration because they're clearly either 1 or 2 in the West. Here's NAU as Noise comes up with a head of steam, shot in on Idison, makes a glove save, bounces out of his glove. Nobody there for NAU to pounce on it. So UNLV controls in the corner, tries to getting pinched Pinch in the corner. Here's a little wrister by Barrett into Idison, which he easily handles. So next year they'll compete at the Division I level in ACHA. And that's a big step for this program, who has an eye on the Division I NCAA level. But of course, they got to compete at that level first before it makes sense to go up another level. Face-off ball won by the Rebels, but still kept in by NAU. Little wrister just wide by Mahood. And finally poked out of the zone. Here's Province. Province gets it over to Gears. Gears tries to find somebody in front, can't do it. Tried to ring it off of Gosnell, didn't hit him. They scored a goal last night like that, but unable to do so tonight. Spire fighting for it in the corner. Spire and Province back to Asaf at the point. Asaf's got 2 goals and a little bit of a shot pass to Province. I don't think it got to Gosnell. We said last night that Asaf scored his first goal, and in fact, he was emphatic about the fact that it was his second goal, and apparently he scored at one of those games where they didn't put the box score on the website. UNLV has it in the NAU offensive zone as NAU controls now. Finally brings it out, trying to get some steam. Good back check there by Province. Here's Montoya. Montoya in the corner, battling hard against Mahood. Mahood clearly NAU's best player, but there's a ton of speed. Here's an opportunity in front by Shoup, who can't get it off his stick. And a little dump into the middle. Here's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Sachs, tries to get it in, and it looks like that went out of play. So 8:09 to go. I think the puck was sliding on Sachs a little bit, just couldn't get enough wood on it. Get a good shot off, so we're out of play, but face off in the NAU zone. Here's Sachs. Antison wins the draw, or Sachs wins the draw over to Antison. Antison battling in the corner, taking on 3 NAU players. And there's a turnover. Let's see if NAU can take advantage of that. Here's Travis Quinn. Shot by Antison to Quinn. Shot by Quinn up high against Antison. And we're going to have a penalty here. And that's a good call by the referee. Here's Montoya up. Montoya dumps it. And finally, NAU touches up. And the refs were all over that tonight, because yesterday it was all about Antison being in the penalty box, and tonight, so far, they've been right on with both of their calls. Travis Quinn looks like he's going to go to the box. We'll see what the official call is. It could just be a roughing call. Anyway, UNLV to their second power play tonight. Williams takes the draw. Won by NAU, wrapped around, back to the point. Here's Gears. Gears keeps it in. Over to Province. Gears at the top of the point. Over in the far corner. Wrister by Antison, doesn't get to Gosnell.
Number 24, Quinn Travis. 2 minutes for roughing.
2 minutes for roughing. Travis Quinn. I did it again. Sorry, NAU. Shot in by Gosnell to Gosnell in a save. Sorry, I did it again. Quinn Travis. But you know what? At least I got Mahood down. Told that story about 8 times today. My apologies. 7:05 to go, first period. Face-off scrum in the corner. UNLV 3-on-2 in the corner, so they should have the advantage as far as getting this back out. We got a soft in Gears at the point, waiting for the puck to slide back out. Did not do that at UNLV, at NAU wrapped it down in front of Idison. 1:06 to go in the power play. 6:39 to go in the first period. No score, NAU, UNLV. There's Montoya chasing after the puck after Gosnell came out, couldn't handle it, but then wrapped back down again, and UNLV's got to go back and regroup. Asaf, Gears, your defenseman. Here's Gears bringing it right up the middle. Looking for Mayer in front, can't connect. And Tristan Mayer shot in on Gosnell, made the save, but cleared out of the zone. 25 seconds to go in the penalty. 5:56 to go, first period, no score. Here's Asaf. Asaf over to Gears. Cross ice pass now taken by Terry, and Terry gave it up. Good poke check there. And the penalty's just about up. 2 seconds to go in the power play, and they've killed that penalty off, but UNLV still controls the offensive zone. A little wrister there by Sachs, just wide. Gosnell didn't have to make a save, but there was clearly a lane for Sachs to get that shot off, and it was just wide of the goal mouth. Battle in the far corners, won by NAU as they break out. The Ice Jacks dump it down the ice, chased there by Hetzel. And Hetzel with his head up just gets it out of the zone and dumped back in by Lindstrom. Just under 5 minutes left, first period, no score. UNLV, NAU. UNLV with a head of steam. Here's Scarmorza looking for Province in front. Can't find him. There's a scrum in the front. Back out to the point. Wrists are just wide of Gosnell. Gosnell didn't have to make a save. There's going to be a penalty, another penalty called, and this again is going to be on NAU. So UNLV will go to their third power play tonight. And let's hope it's a little bit more effective than the first two has been. And one of the defining characteristics of the Rebels this year have been their power play, has been their power play. And which last week at the Beehive Classic, it was working to perfection. Lane Noyes will go in the box. We'll get the official call on that. 4:36 to go, first period. No score. UNLV, NAU controlled by UNLV. Over to Gears. Gears hasn't been able to find a big shot. Here's Antonsen. Antonsen in front. Shot just wide. Province almost came in. Here's Gears again. Has a lane. Out of the creases, Gosnell. Over to Antonsen. Antonsen around the back of Gosnell to the front and out of the zone. So UNLV has to go back and regroup. Here's Asaf. Asaf over to Gears. Gears carries it in. Here's a wrister wide by Cody Williams. And back to the point. Here's Asaf, who wants to look for his third goal. Here's Antonsen looking in the middle. Antonsen just wide as well. Good opportunities, and we're going to have another penalty on NAU, and UNLV is going to have a 5-on-3 for 1:02. And this would be a good time to take the lead, considering NAU's recent history in the second period against their last 15 opponents, or in their last 15 games. It's been well documented how well they've done in the second period. So UNLV would do themselves a favor as Asaf gets it. Here's Gears. Right in front of Gosnell. Can't get a shot to him, but they're one pass away from getting a shot on goal. Here's Gears finally able to wind up. And again, that shot is wide of Gosnell, not on net. 42 seconds to go in the 5-on-3.
2 minutes per trip.
Gears over to Williams, he hit the post. Williams unable to get it in, but UNLV controls in the offensive zone, and then it's poked away by Miller. Race Miller, good job there, poke checking that puck away, and UNLV has to go back and regroup as both teams change. Williams back to Gears, over to Asaf, over to Gears. Gears again able to wind up and get one to Gosnell as he makes the save. 5-on-3, but unable to be kept in the zone. Idison comes out to play the puck, gets it up to Asaf. 1 second to go, and now we're just 5-on-4 for another 55 seconds with 2:33 to go in the first period. Here comes UNLV, a snapshot saved by Gosnell. Puck is loose in front, can't control, and NAU has it. Back to the point. Here's Steve Terry, shoots it just wide. And Antison has it in the corner. Back out to the right point. Now over to Steve Terry. In deep into the corner. Back to Terry. Good poke check away. Good job there by Lane Noyes. He's got a stick on it. 2 minutes to go, first period. 22 seconds to go. And the power play. And brought in to the UNLV zone is Race Miller. And we only have 10 seconds left in this power play. And UNLV has had opportunities, but a lot of those shots have not got to Jackson Gosnell. And the power play is over. So we're full strike now for 1 minute, 30 seconds to go, first period. As the puck moves in and out of the neutral zone. NAU, like last night, heavily forechecking. Tonight, putting 3 guys up at the blue line, and that's going to be easily offside. So 1:13 to go, first period. At the end of the first period, if you want to get on the UNLV website or Twitter account, or you want to get on mine, this is Dana Lane NHL. I'll answer your questions and comments and talk about if I mispronounce somebody's name from NAU. Believe me, I practiced a lot tonight. Well, I did, actually. Here's that UNLV, 1 minute to go in the period. Here's a little dump in to Anderton, Axel Anderton, and we're going to have a penalty. And then a little shove at the end there on Anderton. And it looks like this should be another UNLV power play. As Scamorza goes over and said, "You want to shove Anderton? How about you shove me?" Scamorza, of course, has 50 penalty minutes this year, just under 50. So he doesn't have a problem mixing it up a little bit. And it looks like NAU is actually going to go on the power play as Ian Davis gets the penalty, and we'll see what the call is on that. It's perplexing, actually, how Welcome back to the Las Vegas Ice Center. We're about ready for period number 2 between UNLV and NAU. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining us tonight on the UNLV YouTube channel. We were talking in between periods. There might be a little bit of a lag in the video because we're using the Wi-Fi to do some other things here. So apologize for that, but we certainly have a good one that's about ready to get underway for the second period. And let's see stamina-wise where NAU is, because this is the third game in as many nights for them. And NAU controls the draw. Wrister to Idison. He makes a save. Good to get him involved early. Remember, NAU is still on a power play for 50 seconds as we're just underway here in the second period. Northern Arizona 15-4 on the season. UNLV 17-3 after their victory last night. But as we talked about last night, the second period has been the strongest for NAU. This is back to the point for Lengyel, but shot out of the zone as NAU has to go back and regroup. 33 seconds ago, Thompson tried to control, unable to do so, and NAU still has to regroup. Montoya poked it out of the zone, and we talked about, one of our listeners tonight said, what do you got to do to stop NAU in the second period? And, to me, once you get out of this power play, if you kill it off, you got to be extremely aggressive. Here's a move in to Idison. Can't get it off of Lengyel's stick as NAU still has it in their zone, and the penalty is killed off. So both teams are back to even strength. Goes in on Idison. Idison goes and gets the puck and freezes it. And a whistle blows. 18:45 to go, second period. And now let's see what they do. I mean, it's well documented last night that in the last 14 games, NAU has outscored their opponents by a wide margin. In fact, it was 42-7 in the last 14 games, not counting last night's game. So let's see how aggressive UNLV is. And here's a pass across the crease. Can't find a home as UNLV breaks it out. Could have a 3-on-1, developing into a 3-on-2. But good check there by Trey Gonzalez, who doesn't. Little dump in front of Gosnell, who had to make a pad save. UNLV still keeping it in. Here's a little backhander. Controlled now by Cody Williams. It's Cody in the corner, and here's his first shot and a score. Victor Brask took the puck away from Cody Williams. Cody Williams was fighting for it in the corner against two Ice Jacks. Puck came loose to Brask, who basically just walked in and shot it past Gosnell, and that is a huge goal for UNLV against NAU. It's a lot easier to play from ahead than it is from behind, but Victor Brask, a wrister past Gosnell to make it 1-0 UNLV. And that is Brask's 16th goal of the season. That's his 35th point of the year. Cody Williams gets the assist, and he certainly does, because his work in the corner allowed Brask to walk in on Gosnell and snap it past him to give the Rebels a 1-0 lead. And UNLV controls again, has a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Anderson cutting down the right side as Jake Sachs tries to get a shot off. Here's Anderson, can't get it off his stick. Gosnell protecting the post well, and in transition, a dump in on Idison and makes the easy save. 1-0 UNLV. And as I was going to say, if you're going to stop NAU in the second period, I suggest you come out and heavily forecheck a team that has played 3 games in 3 nights. And we'll see how that works out. But UNLV takes a 1-0 lead with 17 minutes to go in the second period. Hunter Spire controls. Gets it up to the middle and off the stick of Montoya. And NAU controls as UNLV is making a line change. Long pass up to the right side, the right blue line. But off the stick now. Here comes Cody Williams in front as Grawl tries to pick up the loose puck, unable to do so. We're going to have a penalty, and we'll see what that penalty is on. If it's on UNLV, they'll have a golden opportunity to take a 2-goal lead. And we'll see how this works out. It looks like it's going to be on UNLV. As Stephen Thompson will go to the penalty box. Stevens' 14th penalty minute this season, and UNLV goes to the power play with a golden opportunity to extend this lead. Face-off won by UNLV, dumped in front by Brass. Nobody there to punch it home, and NAU delivers the puck down the ice as UNLV goes back to regroup. 16:30 to go, second period, 1-0 UNLV. Here's Brass dumping it off to Williams. Williams looking for a trailer. He's got Anderson in the middle, can't get it to him. Brass back to Asaf. Asaf tries to wind up, can't find an entry pass. Saved by Gosnell. Puck bounces back out to Asaf. On over to Anderson, back to Asaf, who winds up, gets it to Gosnell, and Gosnell jumps on it, makes the save, and freezes the puck. Well, already we can see on this power play that UNLV is much more effective than they were on their 3 chances in the first period. But still, Gosnell has had a quality weekend and keeps NAU in it. And believe me, 1 goal is not going to be enough, as Williams will take the draw. Williams will take the draw against Shoup. In the far left corner, 15:59 to go, second period, 1:29 to go. And NAU is trying to decide who's going to take the face-off. They're not happy about something. It appears nobody wants to take the face-off. Yeah, we'll see what this is about. Referees are down in front of me conferring about something. The referee and the linesman. And we'll get this all sorted out. We'll see what they're going over to the scores, to the timekeeper, and see what this is going to be about eventually. UNLV's first goal was an important one to get a lead against NAU. Changes the way that you play the game defensively, at least. Now you can afford to put those 3 guys up and dare them to beat you, either by dumping it in or beating you by speed. As the draw is won by UNLV, but comes out of the zone, so they have to go back and regroup. Here's Gears getting it into Anderson. Anderson in front, saved by Gosnell. Here's Cody Williams looking for an opportunity. Wraparound doesn't get to Gosnell. Puck was free, but the whistle was blown, and a goal came loose. So unlucky for UNLV, they had to blow the whistle there. 15:41 to go, second period. 1-0 UNLV. Draw taken by Cody Williams. Won by UNLV. Here's Anderson looking for a trailer. Gets it off to Asaf. Asaf looking for an entry pass. Can't find one, so gets it back to Anderson. A cross-ice pass to Gears. Check that. Cody Williams is in the middle of that. Asaf is clearly here on the bench next to me. So nothing came of that, but obviously Williams was not happy as he goes back to the bench. Kind of chirping a little bit about what just happened, and we're going to see if we got some penalties. Both captains are at center ice, waiting to be told exactly what the penalties are going to be. Looks like Williams will definitely go to the box. We'll see if there's going to be matching penalties there, as Anserton and Briotti are waiting for the explanation. But UNLV definitely will have a man in the box, and we'll see if we can match this up a little bit. Big scrum in front of Gosnell. A lot happens in those scrums, so to speculate on what they're going to call would be a waste of time, really, at this angle. But we'll see what they still sorting it out. So if they're still sorting it out, that would lead me to believe that their release is going to be matching, but we'll see. So as we mentioned, UNLV will compete at the Division I level next year. It will be the 60th year, or they'll be the 60th team at the Division I level next year. In its 26th year, this is a 26th year of Division I club hockey. 13 schools have won the title in those 26 years, including Penn State has won 5 titles. Ohio in second with 4 titles, and Linwood University with 3. Illinois, North Dakota's both won 2. And Arizona State, who UNLV played a couple weeks ago, their Division I team. UNLV played them tough, but dropped both games. They've also won the national title at the Division I level. So there is a penalty put up on the board for NAU. And we have a number. Looks like there's going to be a penalty to Gosnell, the goaltender. So it looks like when it's all said and done, it's going to be matching. We'll see what the penalty to Gosnell is. Well, Cody Williams is sitting in the box for the Rebels, so pretty good. UNLV's got 5 on the ice right now, and NAU has 4. And they're still trying to sort it out. So it looks like when it's all said and done, UNLV is going to. Well, they still can't figure this out. They're still talking amongst themselves. But it appears UNLV is going to go to a power play, and that's what's going to happen. Okay, so Cody's is in the box, but UNLV is going to a power play, as there is a penalty on Gosnell. Wish somebody came up and gave us an explanation. So UNLV penalty to Cody Williams. 2 minutes for face wash, which apparently is an official penalty now. A face wash. Here's an opportunity up front, saved by Gosnell. So NAU penalty to Gosnell. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. It's going to be served by Corey Briotti, and that's why we saw him go to the box. So, okay, so that's what it is. So, 2-minute UNLV penalty, 1:26 to go, or power play, 1:26 to go in that power play. UNLV controls the face-off, still in the offensive zone, chased there by Mayer, who got a stick up high, no call. UNLV still controls, and then there is a call. Okay, so UNLV is going to get there's going to be a high stick, and UNLV is going to have a 5-on-3. Good job there by the ref, as Babluzian, Savan Babluzian, will go to the box, and it looks like it's going to be matching. That is incredible, to be honest with you. Tristan Mayer also goes to the box. Boy, I can't wait to. Tristan Mayer goes to the box, and I don't have the. luxury of a replay there. But here's a save by Idison. Idison, open net, gets back. No harm done. UNLV's penalty to number 22, Tristan Mayer. 2 minutes for high sticking, which I saw the complete opposite. Maybe I was seeing something else, but I saw the complete opposite. I thought they were going to call it against Mayer, but apparently not. So I'm going to get a replay monitor next year. So 13:01 to go, second period. Face off in the NA and the UNLV zone. Won by the Rebels. As Hetzel wraps it around the board and out. Good job there by Antison, who almost was off to the races, but NAU still holds it in. 36 seconds to go on the penalty. Now it's Connor Hetzel had an opportunity to get it out. Unfortunately, unable to do so. Wrister in on Idison and makes a save. Still in the UNLV zone, but UNLV controls. 22 seconds to go. And the first penalty. And then NAU is going to go out a short power play. Here's Antison, little wrister in front, and a save by Gosnell as it redeflects off of Corey Grohl's stick. Grohl, number 24, playing his second game for UNLV, and he was buzzing around Gosnell. Antison got it in deep, but not enough of it to get past Gosnell, who has been superb in goal tonight. Montoya taking the face off, loses that to Barrett, and Barrett just killing some time. Now NAU going on a 40-second power play. Here's Mahood, who got a partial lane to Idison, unable to get it off his stick. Good work there. And a wrister just high, doesn't get to Idison. 30 seconds to go in the power play. 11:48 to go, second period. Here's Barrett at the right, at the top of the left key. Scrum in the corner there. There's 1-on-2. One by NAU, and a big hit and a clear by the Rebels. And I'm glad that the refs didn't overreact, because that looked a lot worse than it actually was. 5 seconds to go. The penalty is going to be killed off. And both teams are going to be at full strength now. 11:20 to go in this second period. And now here comes Scamorza. Scamorza tries to poke check it away, successful in doing so as UNLV controls and out to neutral zone and out of play. Well, certainly game 2 of this series is as advertised. 1-0 UNLV, 11:04 to go. UNLV certainly has a international flavor to their team. This year, Victor Brask and Eric Idison were the first 2 players ever from Europe to come play for UNLV. Brask has 34 points in 18 games, and Idison, as we see tonight, wrister in and a save by Gosnell. Idison, as we see tonight, is 8-3, hoping to make that 9-3. Both players have been extremely valuable to the Rebel program this year, and the flavor of Nevada or Las Vegas kids is also noticeable as well. So don't say we don't play hockey in Las Vegas, because this Rebel team is certainly well represented by hometown kids. Shot just wide of Idison by Quinn Travis. And we're going to have a penalty, I believe, on Anderton, as he just decided to cross-check one of the NAU players. So it looks like NAU is going to go to the power play with 10:33 to go in the second period. Let's get the official call, because last time I thought that was going to happen. It didn't. And we are definitely going to get a cross-check. Let's see how we're keeping our teams in the game tonight. Puck still down in the Rebel zone. Won by Northern Arizona. Rooster in on Idison. Makes a save. I think it hit his stick on the way in. But Bluesian had a open net. Here's a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Rooster doesn't get off, but here's Anderson to follow up. Doesn't get off his stick. NAU back in transition. Here's Miller. Miller looking up to Mahood. Mahood can't get it off his stick as it rolls off. And back of Idison. And UNLV back now could be a 4-on-2. They hurry up. But Sachs unaware that the puck was next to him and gives it up to Barrett. That big hit. And here's Montoya. Gets it in on Gosnell. Gosnell makes the save and covers up. Montoya half a second earlier should have wound up and Gosnell made a real save, and unfortunately the split second was the difference between the NAU defender getting back and making Montoya's shot a little bit more difficult. We see Miles Lengyel having a few choice words, and it looks like Anderson and Lengyel are both going to the box, so we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey. We saw Anderson in the box quite a bit yesterday. Anderson from Kelowna, BC. Another player from another country, as the Rebels are attracting players from all over the world to be part of what's going on here. So we're going to play 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. 9:07 to go. Face-off won by UNLV over to Gears. Gears over to Williams. Williams in back of Gosnell. Opening in front, trying to get it back to the point, which they do to Gears. Chased there by Williams.
UNLV, number 16, Dion
Anderson, 2 minutes.
Number 20 for Northern Arizona, Miles Lengyel.
And Lengyel.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct.
2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, we'll see how that plays out the rest of the night. Gears goes back. Gears had that taken away by Noise. And Gears was pretty nonchalant going back to get that. You have to be aware because Northern Arizona is sending a man to forecheck pretty heavy. 8:16 to go, second period. There's Mayer along the boards and sent back out by NAU. Asaf over to Gears. UNLV looking to set up again. Harassed a little bit by Riotti. Gears into the NAU zone. Dumps it in the corner. Heavy hit. Gears says, I didn't even feel that. 40 seconds to go and a 4-on-4. Here's Hetzel. Hetzel, the head of steam along the left side. Big hit as Hetzel goes down. UNLV still keeps it in. Steve Terry dumps it in. Chase there. And finally out. So 7:28 to go, second period. UNLV 1, NAU 1. 21 seconds to go in the matching penalties. Anderson was not a stranger to the penalty box last night, and he's getting reacquainted for a couple minutes tonight. Luckily, it's matching, and we'll take that. Take away by Sachs. Sachs tried to get it over to Grohl. Grohl unable to control. Here's the opportunity up front, just wide, as Sachs tried to go top shelf, unable to do so, and the puck went out of play on the turnover there. Good job by Sachs, who walked right in, tried to go over the glove hand, but just a little high. So face off in the NAU zone. As Grohl's going to take his first face-off. I don't believe I've called his name on the face-off circle again, and he wins the face-off as shot in by Hetzel. Easy save there for Gosnell, and the penalty is up. So 7:06 to go, second period, and we're all even at 1. Here's Sachs trying to maneuver his way into Gosnell. Can't get the puck off his stick. Anderson battles in the corner with two NAU players. And surprise, surprise, wins that battle back to the point. Terry dumps it in. And around the board to Sachs. Sachs tries to center it. Nobody there. And out of the offensive zone. 6:33 to go. Big hit. Here comes Sachs, and there's going to be a whistle, and then there's a cross check as Anderson stands over his opponent. And Dion, as much as I have affection for him, in a very manly way, of course, you can't stand over your opponent, and that's exactly what he did. As Har now goes to the penalty box. Let's see if there's going to be matching. It looks like Grohl is going into the box. I'm not sure how Grohl's, unless the penalty was called before the Anderson hit. So let's see how this all gets sorted out. Anderson, who was involved with the hit along the near boards, apparently is not getting a penalty, and Grohl is getting a penalty. Got a chance to talk with Corey today. First time I've talked to him. This is his second game in a Rebel uniform. Extremely focused. And talking a little bit about his hockey background. He has played at a high level in UNLV. Very fortunate to have him on the ice. So it does appear that NAU is going to go to the power play. Somehow Cody Lane is in the box as well. We'll get the official calls on that. So Cody Lane and Grohl is in the box. So there's a matching and then an additional penalty to the Rebels. So we'll get that all sorted out. Not sure I saw any of that, but hey, I haven't been to a optometrist in a long time. Back to the point is Barrett. Barrett gets it down low as NAU. And we're going to have another penalty on the Rebels. And it looks like it's going to be a tripping. So I've said this a lot about UNLV as the part about the Rebels that makes them great is the part that hurts them as well. That fire in their gut that sometimes is not controlled. And needless to say, they have no room for any more players in the penalty box. So NAU will go on a 5-on-3 with 1:46 to go in the second period, they'll go in the 5-on-3 for another minute 46, 6:14 to go in the second period. And Idison needs to stand up tall as the faceoff is won by the Rebels and dumped down as NAU goes back to regroup. Here's Barrett into the UNLV zone. Over the Lengyel. Growl, 2 minutes for Growl for 2 minutes. He gets a 10-minute misconduct. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike. And Spire 2 minutes for tripping. I got to tell you, I'm not sure I saw either. But again, no replay. Briotti now brings it into the offensive zone. UNLV has to kill off this 5-on-3. First opportunity for Northern Arizona as they try to get it in deep. Unable to do so as UNLV's doing a good job of packing it in front of Idison. Good job of penalty killing there by Gears. NAU still has not had a quality shot on this 5-on-3. Good job by Gears trying to harass in front of Idison and cleared there by UNLV. And a whistle is blown, and we'll see what the issue is on this. Okay, so Spire, or Gears, we know is going to get a brand new stick. That's for sure, as he goes to the bench to get one. There was the whistle blown, so 40 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, 5:08 to go in the second period. Gears gets a new stick, comes back on the ice. Not sure they blew the whistle because he broke his stick. Unless the puck went out of play. UNLV wins the faceoff. Great faceoff win there by Gears as he sends it down off the faceoff, and that's going to kill another 15 seconds off this power play, this 5-on-3, which is going to last for another 27 seconds. Here comes Mahood looking for a trailer, shot in on Idison, makes the save. 20 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, and not an ideal situation for the Rebels, but it could be a game changer if they're able to kill it off. 5-on-3 kills often lead to momentum changes, and we'll see as UNLV dumps it down, and they're going to kill off this first penalty with 15 seconds to go and the second penalty. And now it's 5-on-4. And the second penalty is going to be killed off in 5 seconds. And here comes Spire, whistle blows. So they kill off both penalties, 4:07 to go. Clock still is moving, despite the fact the whistle's blown. Should be 4:08 on the clock, but I'm probably the only one who notices that. So Corey Grohl, we see Corey down there, he got a 10-minute misconduct, so he's waiting for the period to come to an end. UNLV, great job there, killing off the 5-on-3. 4 minutes to go, opportunity in front of Gosnell, gets it off his stick is Cody Williams, and Gosnell covers up, and Cody Williams again had an opportunity, a point-blank opportunity in front off an errant pass, unable to put it past Gosnell, as Gosnell continues to come up big for the Ice Jacks. Anderson getting a new stick. 3:55 to go, second period. UNLV has played against the 2nd, 4th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 16th, 17th, and 20th ranked teams in the country. And you could throw in a 10-1 victory over number 2 Northern Colorado last week. The only loss was to number 8 Weber State at the time. And that game was when UNLV was at about 70% strength. And they took 2 out of 3 from Weber State and lost by 1 goal at the end. Here's Anderson in front. Can't get it to Gosnell as UNLV has been walking in. And it looks like now UNLV's on the power play. There was a penalty called there. Penalty to Pasquale. So UNLV, here's a soft. Gets it into Gosnell. It makes the save. So there was a Northern Arizona penalty to Jacob Pasquale for 2 minutes for high sticking. So UNLV could take a lead on this into the locker room with 1:40 to go in the power play, 3:35 to go in the second period. And if they could get a goal here, this could be momentum changer going into the third. Here's Anderson, wrister in at Gosnell, and makes the save again. Referees have real quick whistles. Gosnell appeared to have it, and they just blew the whistle without. There has been a couple times that Gosnell let the puck go, but the whistle had already been blown. So UNLV didn't have any opportunity to jump on it. Faceoff taken to NAU zone. Williams. Good win by NAU as they send it down. 1:26 to go in the power play. And Anderson is creating some havoc in front there as he had some words with Gosnell. Here's Anderson in the corner, gets it back to the point. Gears looking for an entry pass, can't find one, over to Asaf, down low to Anderson. Anderson cross ice to Gears, and we're going to have another penalty on Northern Arizona, and UNLV is going to have a 5-on-3 advantage for 58 seconds, and then they'll be on a 5-on-4 for a minute 2 after that. This could be a big point in the game here if UNLV can go into the locker room with a 2-1 lead. That certainly is a momentum builder for the third period. And once again, NAU has the advantage in the second period where they scored their game-tying goal. Something I don't know what happens in the locker room at the end of the first period, but the adjustments that's being made there by Coach Johansson works. Whatever he's telling his guys, they certainly has been extremely effective over the last 16 games. Second penalty, again, is going to go to Gosnell. So that's Gosnell, the goaltender's second penalty tonight. Face-off win and a giveaway back to the Rebels. Rebels have it in his zone. Back to Asaf. Two-man advantage. Winds up by Gears just wide. Doesn't get to Gosnell. And puck out of the play. So UNLV has a 5-on-3 for another 45 seconds with 2:40 to go in the second period.
On number 30, Captain Gosnell, 2 minutes for roughing.
Gosnell gets 2 minutes for roughing. Face-off win, out of play again. So we'll go back into the NAU zone and do it again. Coach Greener yelling instructions. They're a little frustrated with the lack of power play, or with the lack of cohesiveness on the power play, if you will. Last week in the Beehive, they couldn't be any more successful. And of course, when you step up in competition, like UNLV has tonight, it's a little harder. Here's Asaf over to Gears. Gears walking in, gets it over to Antison. A deflection in front, can't get past Gosnell and makes the save. UNLV still keeps it in their zone, but Northern Arizona down 2:20 to go. 23 seconds to go into 5-on-3. And I think if you talk to Coach Greener, I think he would want a lot more out of 2 5-on-3 opportunities. Here's Gears, top of the point over to Asaf. Asaf looking for an entry pass, gets it back to Gears. Asaf scores! Gears over to Asaf! And it's a little different this time, as it's Gears feeding Asaf for Asaf's third goal of the year. Usually it's the other way around. But a dart off of Asaf's stick got past Gosnell, and UNLV has a 2-1 lead as they take advantage of the power play. And they're still on one for another minute 8. So a golden opportunity for the Rebels here to take a 2-goal lead as they win the face-off. 2-1 UNLV, 1:55 to go in the second period. 1 minute to go in the 5-on-4. And they announced Gears. That wasn't Gears. That was Asaf. And I think it was backwards. I think Asaf got the goal and Gears with the assist, but we're so used to saying Gears from Asaf, but I think Gears got the assist on that and Asaf got the goal, but we'll turn it around. 2-1 UNLV, 1:39 to go, second period, 46 seconds to go, and a man advantage. And if UNLV could put one in here before the end of the period, that creates a whole different ball game as we go into the third. Heavy forechecking there by Northern Arizona. And again, we talked about fatigue maybe an issue for them as Sachs tries to blaze up the middle of the ice, unable to do so, and jetted back down by Northern Arizona. 1:17 to go, 22 seconds to go in the power play. Big hit in front. Idison gets mixed up with Gooch as the goal comes loose. I blow the whistle. 1:11 to go, second period. 18 seconds to go in the power play. When UNLV comes back after next weekend at the Sobe Arena against San Jose State, they will have the next 4 games against unranked opponents. So after their gauntlet of the schedule that the Rebels have played, they probably will be somewhat happy to see, or team that's not ranked come in. Not that we take anybody lightly, not that they do. There's an entry by Ian Davis, shot and a save by Gosnell. Ian, a wrister low. Gosnell went down to make a relatively easy save, but good job by the Rebels as they're now buzzing around Mitchell Province. Good forecheck, but NAU into the UNLV zone. Tries an entry pass, can't find anybody, puck out of play. So 34.1 seconds to go, second period. UNLV 2, NAU 1. And of course, these two teams last season played in the regional tournament. At the time, UNLV was ranked 9th, NAU 3rd, and UNLV came away with the victory 5-1 as the puck goes out of play again. The Rebels have players from 3 countries, 6 from Las Vegas, Nevada. And they have 5 players with at least 20 points this season. Depth has certainly been UNLV's friend this year. 31 seconds to go, face off into UNLV's zone. It's Miller winning the face-off, but UNLV regains control. Fought there by Miller in the corner. 20 seconds to go, second period. Finally is cleared out. Here's a race for the puck. Here's Victor Brask, and Brask, it's going to be icing. So 13.6 seconds to go, second period. And they'll go back down to the other end and have a face-off. It's a big win here because if NAU can win the face-off, obviously can at least get one more shot off and potentially tie it, as they do. And a wrister into Idison just wide. I didn't mean not to be foreshadowing. I just meant that could happen. 4 seconds to go, second period, 2-1 battle in the corner, and that's the way the second period is going to end. And a big shot, and another shot there's 2 shots to UNLV players' head as the UNLV players are, and another shot to the head. So I saw at least 3 shots there at the end of the period. I mean, and there's an NAU player down now, and we're going to see how this all shapes out. And to me, I didn't see one UNLV player throw a shot. I see Victor Brask walking off, smiling at the NAU bench. And that's the kind of game this third period could be. But when this is all said and done, we're definitely going to get some sort of a penalty from this, and perhaps we're staying down a little bit longer. Now, I didn't see it, so I'm not suggesting this, but perhaps the longer you stay down, perhaps maybe the more sympathy you get potentially from the refs. Well, we're going to see how this all shapes out, and probably the best thing that could have happened from this is that it's at the end of the second period. So maybe we could cool down a little bit. We'll get to the third period. It's 2-1 UNLV. We got 15 minutes into this. We got 15 minutes in between periods. We're going to keep it here for a second because we want to make sure what happens. There's a big huddle down in front of me. Wish we could just dump a microphone down there and maybe find out what's going on. But there's certainly going to be penalties called here, and we'll see exactly how it plays out. But what I did see is I saw 2 UNLV heads snap back after being cross-checked to the head. And obviously there was an NAU player down. I wasn't able to identify him, but certainly something happened there as well. So I'm sure UNLV will also get some time in the box. But I did blatantly see 2 NAU players with shots to a shot to a UNLV player's head. So we'll see how that all plays out. That might have been nothing more than just retaliation as they battled in the corner, so he wasn't able to see exactly what happened from this angle. But we'll get it all sorted out. And we'll be back with you in 15 minutes. At the end of the second period, UNLV 2, Northern Arizona 1. We'll be back to the Las Vegas Ice Center. And folks, you don't want to miss this third period.
All righty, I'll grab these bucks here for you.
Yeah, isn't there a door to the outside too? So that cold air comes in?
Ours is right next to the rink, like where that is almost. We're on the glass.
Oh, I see.
Either or anything.
Welcome back to the Las Vegas Ice Center, folks, and we've got a good one as we did last night. UNLV a 2-1 lead over Northern Arizona with 20 minutes left to play. And if UNLV can sweep this weekend series, there's no doubt who the #1 team in the West is. Although we have a long way to go for that to happen. We surely had penalties at the end of the second period, so let's get that all sorted out. Nothing on the board yet. But certainly there will be something. If there's not, I'll be surprised. I saw a lot of heads snapping back, a lot of guys' jerseys getting tugged. Got to be a penalty in there somewhere. I'm Dana Lane from the Las Vegas Ice Center. Thanks for joining us on the UNLV YouTube page. Thanks for joining us from the folks in Flagstaff. And of course our great fans right here at home in Las Vegas. So about ready to start the second period. And we're going to have UNLV is going to start the... Okay, so that's what we're going to get out of this. NAU is going to go on a 5-minute power play. Tristan Mayer gets a game misconduct. And that's going to be served by Corey Grawl. So, despite the fact that I see at least 2 Rebels' heads snap back from getting cross-checked in the face, apparently NAU is going to go on a power play. And Cody Lane's also going to go into the box. So 5-minute, he gets Tristan Mayer also gets a game misconduct, which, if you know Tristan, that's something had to happen for him to snap like that, because normally he's not like that. So they're still discussing it. You know, you only had 20 minutes to discuss it, but we're still discussing it. So we'll see what comes of this. We do know there will at least be a 5-minute. It's going to be an additional penalty. Cody Williams, 2 minutes for roughing.
Number 13, Northern Arizona.
Okay, and Mayhood is also going to get a penalty. Okay, so that makes a little bit more sense. So the only thing that's coming out of this is going to be a 5-minute power play for NAU. And this has been able to get sustained pressure. And there's 2:45 left as a steal here by Brask. Brask is looking for Anthony, can't get it to him. But clearly UNLV has a little bit more giddy up in this third period as NAU finally gets it into the UNLV zone, taken away by Scamorza. Check that, Sachs, and Sachs tries to clear, unable to do so. Slap shot into Idison, and he makes the save. Big shot off of Barrett's stick. Idison able to see it all the way, and even on a power play, they're unable to get any bodies in front of Idison, and Idison saw it right from the stick. Relatively easy save for Eric. 2:17 to go in the NAU power play. 17-17 to go in the game. Face-off won by UNLV. And again, a golden opportunity there to clear it by Sachs, and took a second too long to do so. NAU was able to take it away and still controlling the UNLV zone. Here's Miller as he tries to get it back to the point, decides not to. There's a sharp angle opportunity, but here's Sachs, can't get it off his stick. Tried to get a wrister onto Gosnell, and a short-handed opportunity, unable to do so. And now NAU comes back 1-on-2, saved by Idison on a little backhander. 1:33 to go and cleared by the Rebels. 1:30 to go in the power play. And UNLV is a minute 25 away from killing off a 5-minute penalty. And they are being extremely aggressive on this PK. NAU gives it up. Here's a rebound just off of Idison's pads. Good save there. As there was a turnover in the high slot, unable to get to Idison as it was redirected, and now it's out of play as it hits basically the ceiling. Never seen that. I've seen it in practice, not in the game. But 16:03 to go in the game, 1:03 remaining in the power play. 2-1 UNLV. Look down at Coach Greener, which I like to do once in a while, to my right here. And always the same in-control demeanor as UNLV clears it out of the zone. NAU forced to regroup once again. Here's Pascal. Pascal looking for Shoup. Can't get it to him, so he gets back out to Manhood. The wrister into Idison, makes another save. Tried to clear, unable to. There's Mayhood. Mayhood, great stick handling. Back out to the point, almost out. Another wrister just wide of Idison. Pasquale keeps it deep. Gears goes back. In the corner, they're going to get it back to Pasquale. Nope, here's a shot in the left point. Didn't get all of that, so it just trickled to the corner. NAU 14 seconds away from being unsuccessful on this power play. There's a block shot in front and a clear. Scamorza, fantastic job of blocking that shot, and that power play has been killed off by the Rebels. A huge power play kill, and UNLV with 15 minutes to go in the game still leads 2-1. Great job by Scamorza. Face off down in the NAU zone. NAU 4-3 on the road this season as Montoya takes the draw, dumps it into the corner. Looking for Montoya in front. Just puck off his stick. And a dump in. That's outside the zone, so UNLV is going to have to get out and regroup, and they just dump it in. Big hit there by Antison. Chased down by Terry. Terry gets it over to the far corner. Now here comes Montoya with a head of steam. Montoya dumps it off for Antison. Back to Montoya, shot, save. Gosnell, great save there as a give and go by Montoya and Antison resulted in a quality opportunity for the Rebels. But Gosnell, as he's done all weekend, comes up big and keeps the Ice Jacks in the game. Face-off will be in the Ice Jacks zone. Another face-off win by the Rebels. Cody Williams looking for a lane, couldn't find one, and finally poked out to center ice. Chased down there by Davis as Gonzalez for the Ice Jacks chases it with him. And now in the corner, and UNLV clears it out. Cross ice pass has a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Now it's a 3-on-3, and a little dump into Gosnell, who controls the puck, and whistle's blown. NAU drops this one. They will go to 4-4 away from home. And of course, UNLV with a win at home will go to 11-1 and undefeated here at the Ice Center. That one loss was, there's a race for the puck up the middle. Here's Briotti, tries to make a move. Good speed. And Idison comes up and freezes the puck. Jumps on it and freezes. Those races for the puck, those one-on-one races usually are won by NAU. I would say speed-wise, it's pretty even, maybe a touch to NAU. But stick handling and being at the right place in the right time and physicality certainly with the Rebels as UNLV comes a slap shot just wide for Grawl. And puck out of play. So 13:28 to go in the game. 2-1 UNLV. These two teams will meet again February 3rd and 4th at the J. Lively Ice Arena in Flagstaff, Arizona. So they'll play 4 times this season. And of course, no matter what happens tonight, both teams will remember, and we're going to have a UNLV penalty. It looks like it's going to be a high stick. And we'll get the call on this. No, I guess not. Okay. Arms up in the air, made the signal, and no penalty. Okay, so here we go, 5-on-5. As Province brings it into the NAU zone. Little wrister to the side of Gosnell, makes an easy save. Puck still in back of him. Now out to the neutral zone as Asaf, who scored his 3rd goal of the season last period to give UNLV the 2-1 lead. Control the puck, and now Gears has it back over to Asaf. Asaf back to Gears. Northern Arizona forechecking with 3. And the way that you beat that is quick passes. Here's a giveaway, and a wrister in on Idison, who makes an easy save. Still kept into the zone. Another wrister in on Idison, just wide. Chased there by Scamorza. UNLV, when they have control of the puck, I'm not only sure they know where the puck is going when it leaves their stick, and has not found its intended target as it has for most of the season. And when you step up in competition, that tends to happen. 11:59 to go in the game. 2-1 UNLV. Chased down there by Quinn Travis. And dumped down by the Rebels. And for icing. 11:47 to go in the game. 2-1 UNLV. If you remember, from 1981 to 86, Northern Arizona had a Division I hockey team. In fact, in 1984, they went 21-6. So they have a history of hockey. Here's an opportunity in front. As Sachs can't get it off his stick. Got in too deep to get a quality opportunity. Chased there by Antison, who gave it up. And now UNLV, big hit there by Hetzel. And we're going to have a penalty. So we're going to see exactly what this is. I'm fairly certain this time the arm went up for a reason. So we'll see how this, we're going to have a hooking call. And it looks like it's going to go against UNLV. So Hetzel is going to go in the box for hooking at 11:23 to go in the game. And UNLV once again is putting themselves in a position to have to kill off these power plays to put the check mark in the win column. NAU wins the draw. Back out to the point. Here's Lengyel. Slap shot by Miller. Hetzel 2 minutes for hooking, the official call. 11 minutes to go in the game. 2-1 UNLV. 1:38 to go in the power play. And at some point, it's got to get frustrating for NAU because, like the Rebels for most of the weekend, they have not been able to take advantage of the man advantage. as UNLV slides the puck back down the ice. 10:40 to go in the contest. NAU finally gets it. Race Miller finally gets it into the offensive end. There's noise. Blocked out there by UNLV. We got a 2-on-1 short-handed opportunity. Here's Grawl. Grawl's shot doesn't get to Gosnell. And UNLV dumps it back to Asaf, and Asaf is just going to skate backwards and kill off about 20 seconds of this penalty as it gets to the gears. Back to Asaf, and it looks like UNLV is the one on the power play as Montoya is harassing the Ice Jack players at center ice, and they are just unable to get anything established. They are certainly, and here is a shot, and a shot just wide by Mayhood, who had a one-on-one opportunity with Idison and couldn't get it on net. Shot just wide of Idison again. 13 seconds to go in this power play. 10 seconds to go, UNLV clears it, and that should do it. Maybe one more opportunity, and of course we have 3 to 4 seconds after the power play until UNLV can get set back up again. And the power play is over, and here comes Antison off the bench. So 9:14 to go, 2-1 UNLV, and what will be a statement win for either of these teams, depending on the outcome. And here comes Antison. Let's see if he can get a step on the right side. Can't do it. Waiting for a trailer, looking for somebody in the middle. Winning the battle against two NAU players who are hitting him from behind. That means somebody's open. Getting it off to Cody Williams, who can't get a shot off. And NAU dumps it down the ice. And we got an icing. Well, terrific job there by Antison, who basically took on two Ice Jack players and held them away from the puck until he could find an open man. And Cody Williams had an opportunity in front, unable to get it off his stick. So with 8:42 to go in the game, it's still 2-1 Skating Rebels. Face off in the NAU zone. Antison will take the draw. Antison takes the draw against Shoup. Won by UNLV, kept in. Davis dumps it into the corner, tried a big hit on Antison. Antison doesn't feel it. Here's a shot in by Spire and a save by Gosnell. Point blank shot. Doesn't get to Gosnell, and Spire gets back to get the puck before NAU could get their own. And Gosnell ties it up, 8:10 to go. Good job there. As Spire goes back, and as Spire doesn't handle that puck in a correct manner, then NAU is going to have a breakaway in on Idison. But Spire, good job there. Face-off taken in the NAU zone. 8:10 to go, third period. Grawl gets thrown out of the face-off circle, and NAU wins the draw. Still bouncing around the corner, still kept in the zone. Here's a loose puck in front. Cody Williams shot and a save on over to Grawl, who can't punch it home. Another quality opportunity for the Rebels with 7:58 to go. Great pass by Williams to Grawl, and Grawl had another shot, had two shots there to make it 3-1. But Gosnell came up huge once again for the Ice Jacks. Dumped back into the corner by Mayer. And UNLV, I think, has taken advantage of maybe a little fatigue setting in on the Ice Jacks as they are relentless in their pressure and are not content to sit back and allow NAU to regroup. This is the equivalent of a full court press. And, okay, I was going to say, that's offsides. Good call there, 7:22 to go. Third period, UNLV 2, Northern Arizona 1. soon as this is over, I'm getting in a car, driving to Long Beach, California, and I'm on a 5-day cruise, so let's get out of here with a W. I don't want to be thinking about that all for the next 5 days. UNLV wins the draw. Sachs gets it up to Antison. They are being harassed in every zone, and the only way to overcome this harassment is quick, crisp passes, as Northern Arizona had an opportunity there, and the only reason they had it is because of the crisp, quick passing. Big hit there on Sachs. Sachs was the target, but Sachs got the better of it as UNLV has it shot in on Gosnell. Gosnell makes a save. Sachs with a ripper tried to get 5-hole. A save by Gosnell, who's made a tremendous amount of saves. Here's Sachs again. Backhander just wide of Gosnell as they're taking advantage of turnovers. As the Ice Jacks are getting a bit lazy with their passing. And that is a result of guessing fatigue. Here's Antison on over to Montoya. Can't find him. Montoya was all alone. Back to Asaf. Over to Antison. And Northern Arizona appears that they're chasing a bit. Here's Asaf looking for his 4th goal of the year. And that's blocked away as Northern Arizona comes the other way. Here's Miller. And Miller gets hit. And, of course, there's going to be a penalty because apparently this isn't hockey. I know. I'm just saying. So here we go again. Gears is going to get the penalty. Gear from Santa Barbara, California gets the penalty. And once again, NAU with 5:54 in the game, left in the game, is going to the power play. They win the draw. Big face-off to Miller. Race Miller winds up and pounds it home. And UNLV and Northern Arizona are tied at 2 with 5:50 to go in the game. You keep giving opportunities, and a team like NAU is going. So Brass gets taken down, no call. Brass is still down. And I saw one of the NAU players motion for somebody to help. So we'll see what happens there. Braska's tough cookie, so maybe well, let's not speculate what he's doing. Braska's up now and skating away. And Williams comes back to the bench shaking his head a little bit. So 4:51 to go in the game, 2-2, UNLV and Northern Arizona face off just outside the Northern Arizona zone at the left-hand dot. Face off taken by Sachs. One back to Hetzel as Hetzel dumps it in. Now back out to center ice where Hetzel takes control to Montoya. Montoya skating with his head up. Back over to Hetzel. Right now everything is in the middle of the ice. 4:34 to go in the game. Here's Antison, and that's clearly going to be offside. Tried to stay onside, but unable to do so. So the faceoff will come outside the zone. Again at the left-hand dot. It's Tom Sawyer. I know it's going to be sacrilegious to say, is probably the only Rush song I like, but can't make anti-Vegas comments and expect me to like it. Face-off one by the Rebels. Here's Montoya just dumping it in on Gosnell. That sort of shot only goes in on Lundqvist. No, I don't need the Ranger fans sending me tweets. I think the King can handle it. Draw taken in the NAU zone. 4:24 to go. Tied at 2. Grawl will take the face-off, wins the face-off. Back to Williams, who shoots and scores! Cody Williams takes the face-off from Grawl, and that's exactly how it was written up. Grawl takes the face-off and then shuts his man away from getting a cutting Cody Williams, and Williams wrist it home, and the Rebels have a 3-2 lead with 4:20 to go in the game. And we'll see if there's, well, Grohl's definitely getting an assist on that. See if it was deflected in any way. I don't think so. And as usual, they waste no time getting face-offs done because apparently everybody has a cruise. And here's UNLV on a 3-on-1. There's another wrister just wide. Cody Williams did get that goal from Grohl. 4 minutes to go in the game. UNLV 3, Northern Arizona 2, and that's going to be offsides. Well, that's a big goal. No matter how many times this team tries to kill themselves with penalties during the course of the game, that fire that gets them in trouble also never allows them to lose, or give up, I should say. And that's why this team is looking to move up a notch next year. A long way to go still in this one. 4 minutes to go. 3-2 Rebels. Face-off won by UNLV. Shot down. Not out of the zone. Here's Gears. Gears looking for a cutter. Can't find one. And now NAU breaks out 2-on-1. Scamorza is coming back, and they are offsides on a 2-on-1. And the whistle is blown. And apparently when you, I've never seen that before, apparently when you make a good call, the referees shake each other's hands. Okay, good job, guys. Face off, just the right dot outside the Rebel zone, won by the Rebels. Here's a soft over to Williams. Check that Province as Province dumps it down into the corner. Forechecked heavily by Scamorza. 3:23 to go, still in the Rebel zone, and now out to center ice. Back into the Rebel zone. Scamorza chasing it. Chasing it there with Lengyel. 3:11 to go. 3-2 UNLV. Northern Arizona coming up, and a blast into Idison, and Idison said, I'll take that, and I will keep it, and we're going to have a face-off. 3:01 to go in the game. UNLV 3, NAU 2. NAU has not lost 2 straight games this whole season. And UNLV at 17-3, with 2 of those losses coming against a Division I opponent in Arizona, is looking to go 18-3 and 18-1 against Division II opponents. And let's be honest, the one loss, they were about at 70% capacity. But anyway, here's Atchison looking for a trailer in front. Can't find one. Montoya takes it in the corner. UNLV now controlling. Back out to Hetzel. Can't get it into Gosnell. But UNLV clearly controlling the puck. It's still in the NAU zone, being harassed there by Sachs. NAU's having a tough time getting it out of their own zone as Sachs controls that center ice, now brings it into the NAU zone. 2 minutes to go in the game, and a high stick apparently is not going to be called. A wrister inside by Hetzel. Can't find a stick, and it's out of play. So 1:54 to go in the game. 3-2 UNLV, who outscored their opponents last weekend 34-6. Averaged 44 shots per game. Gave up only 23, and have come home to play a quality opponent, more than quality opponent in NAU. And potentially they're 148 away from the sweep of NAU, who we will definitely see down the road. because I can't reiterate enough that both of these two teams are the class of the West by far. And UNLV controls. There's a pass almost up ice. That would have been a breakaway, but still Brass comes in. Here's a floater in front and a backhand save by Gosnell, who keeps it a one-goal game with 1:17 to go. And in front and score! Victor Brask said one-goal game no longer. A dump in front, and Brask buries it. And UNLV has taken a 4-2 lead with 1:14 to go. And that's going to, well, we'll refrain from saying that's going to do it. Because we've seen things happen in the minute 14. But that's a huge goal by Brask. Face-off at center ice taken by Anserton. Won by the Rebels by Scamorza as he dumps it in on Gosnell. Brass gets the goal. Assist to Cody Williams. And Corey Grohl gets another assist. Was made quite an impact in both games. Here's a wrister in front. Idison makes the save. A big save by Idison. Could have made it a 4-3 game. NAU still controls it. Unable to get a shot off and off the center ice. 34 seconds ago, UNLV 4-2. NAU has not pulled their goaltender as Grohl goes in and chases it in the corner. And we'll see who comes out of this. This is 4-on-1, and Grohl's going to take the rest of the time off, or at least 10 seconds off the clock. 17 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go. Battle in the corner, still in the NAU zone. 4-2 UNLV. Anserton battling against two NAU players. 6 seconds to go, still in the NAU zone. A dump in, and that's going to do it. UNLV has swept their toughest competition this year to date. I guess that's the same thing. And now has gone to 18-3 on the season with a big victory over NAU. But folks, believe me, these two teams will meet again in February in Flagstaff, Arizona. And this will not be forgotten. But for now,